All right, welcome. Today we have a weird to wow before and after. I've designed hundreds of rooms over the years for my clients, and it never gets old. So far, I've written 4 books on the subject, and that also never gets old. I love sharing all the design secrets I've learned because I believe with enough know-how, skill, and style that every sad before can become a beautiful after. All right, so the before of this house and why it's weird is that it was a late 80s or early 90s addition put onto a historical farmhouse. So it was really weird. It was really off. I can tell you our clients more than us would probably call this thing weird. I felt a little weird about the weird label, but I know they wouldn't feel bad about the weird label, so that's why we kept the weird label, just to give you that backstory there. But it was really odd. So you had this beautiful historical farmhouse with, old antique heart of pine floors, and then you just went into like the 80s, 90s in the back. So we had cherry wood, factory finished, shiny cabinetry, a whole wall of built-ins. It was really oppressive and dark. There were low soffits. We had a strange set of stairs coming out that did not at all match the architecture of the traditional farmhouse. And then we just had, I think, a casement and bay windows and a fireplace that just made no sense. It was just really off, a really, really off space. So that's the before. All right, let's talk about the wish list. So first things first, we had to get the back addition feeling like an authentic farmhouse. That just had to happen. It was wrong. The next thing we needed to do, and our clients really wanted, was to maximize the light. It was a dark, kind of cramped feeling space, and so we really wanted to make it feel more open and airy and lighter. And third, it had to be durable for young children. Our clients have 5 kids, 2 of them very young, and so these pieces that were going in here would need to be durable. And finally, going on with the maximizing of the light, we wanted a light, airy, and charming vibe, a mix of furnishings and styles that would just make you feel cozy and at home. All right, let's take a look at the plan. So, in making the addition feel like it actually belonged to the front portion of the farmhouse, the idea was to just simply continue the materials. We would replace the outdated, shiny, cherry, oppressive built-ins that were covering one entire wall with new painted built-ins, which would have seating and lots of storage and lots of open shelving for library space. We would have comfortable and, key here, washable furniture for the young kids, and we would do a mix of linen and leather and patterns. So here you can see the floor plan. We didn't change it up too much, but we did couple of serious things that really, really changed the entire space and also fixed things upstairs. So you can see we changed the stair design. It was now going to be behind a wall instead of coming out and kind of taking up valuable floor space in the room. And then we created a little storage area in the back that would have sliding barn doors, and the husband's Peloton would go in there. So it was just a really nice, simple way. And when the barn doors open, you're a part of the room and you can work out. And when they're closed, you do not see your workout workout equipment. That's it, equipment. I clearly don't do a lot with workout equipment over here. And then we would have new, larger French doors that would walk out onto the deck, which was also being redone with more authentic railings. And we would place beams in the entire space. There were beams in the older portion of the house, so we would continue those in the new portion, and new lighting, and then also continuing and finding reclaimed antique heart pine floors, and painting the walls white for just a fresh coat of farmhouse white paint. All right, so the furnishings for the family room. We kept things really, really light and simple in here, and like I had said before, they had to be very durable. So what you're seeing here, you're not actually seeing the exact fabrics that we use here, but on that sofa, that's an English arm sofa from my collection with Taylor King, and what's amazing about it is we did it in a machine-washable linen. So this is awesome. You spill wine on it, the kids get, I don't know, pizza prints on it, whatever, spray and wash it and throw it in the washing machine and you're totally golden. So that was a key. We decided to do a pair of those flanking the newly redone fireplace. Then we had this amazing antique coffee table. It was an antique Ming coffee table, and it just had such an amazing patina on it. So again, bringing in that age and that history to this once new space that we were trying to make feel old. You can see we've got a flat weave broken stripe rug in the center that was vintage, wool, would really give this space some character, and it also had a lot of patina, so it could really hide things well. We had some storage pieces, a storage console, lots of cool lighting in here. You'll see a couple of different styles of floor lamps. It's really important that everybody who is sitting in any space can open up a book and read it. That's kind of sort of my rule of thumb. Everyone needs to be able to read in every space. So we made sure that we could have that happening with all of our lighting that we had. And then we pulled in some kind of cooler pieces here. So, you know, we were going for antique farmhouse, but like check out this chair bottom left. It's almost like a modern take on a Windsor chair. And what's really cool about it is it looks like it can be flipped either way. And it has that, you know, traditional Windsor-esque vibe to it, but it is a really cool kind of sculptural modern piece. So it just kind of shakes things up a little bit. Then next to that, we did a tree stump, a stool. I do those all the time. I use them all the time. Lots of little odd stools and tables in here. That's another important thing. You always got to have a little drinker's friend table near you. So we have lots of little tables in there. And actually the one bottom right, I designed off of this antique piece, a little bit different. This rusted plant stand is actually what it is. But we changed the dimensions a bit and the weight so that it doesn't knock over very easily, and created this metal side table called the Drinker's Friend bottom right. And that is an amazing one because it does not, it's tippy is this one. So we gave them an actual Drinker's Friend. And so the main space was 2 sofas with some chairs around the fireplace, and we would do a TV mounted over the fireplace. It is a family room, and that's how the room works for them. And we thought it worked out really beautifully too to have the TV there. On the far side of the room, where we would have the new built-ins with the closed storage and the library shelves above, we proposed doing a built-in bench kind of sofa within the built-ins. And we would do a gallery wall of art above that, and just a really cool kind of eclectic mix of lots and lots of different green fabrics with tons of different patterns. Green is one of those colors that I love mixing different types of green together. So if you get more of a Kelly green mixed with a mossy green mixed with an olive, I think it looks really, really beautiful. That's what you see in nature when greens are mixing. So we did a lot of that here. And our client, my really close friend, she is gorgeous and she is a redhead and she just looks amazing in green. So her house had to have a green palette. All right, so let's get to the before one more time. Dun, 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 dun. And here's the after. Bam, right? That's crazy. So there is our after, and oh my gosh, this is just one of my favorite spaces. I love hanging here. I get to hang here. That's what's fun when you're friends with people. Just befriend all my clients so I can hang out in their houses. No, I didn't. We were friends before. But you can just see the difference in the space. Now, this is a very, very, very low ceiling, and you would think that beams would make it feel worse, but in the end, they really just made it feel like an authentic old farmhouse. And the husband is very tall, and God love him, he was okay with the lights which come real close to the tippy top of his head. So he's amazing. But yeah, so this room just completely changed. You can see the walls of French doors walking out onto the new deck, and you can see we have those Chippendale railings going on outside for a really great feel, historical feel there. You can see that amazing antique coffee table, a large amber glass jug on there. And then you see how cool that kind of sculptural modern Windsor chair looks there. The fireplace, we just kept very, very simple. We stripped off all of everything that was going on, all of the 80s that was going on have been stripped off. And we did just a very simple stucco with reclaimed wood mantle, and then just the TV simply mounted above. There is the other side of the room where you can see the built-ins with closed storage below so they can hide office supplies, that kind of thing, printer, all that fun stuff underneath. And then you see the open bookshelves up top for books and accessories and all of their collections. In the center of the built-ins, we created almost essentially what you would normally do in a window seat, but we put it just right there against the wall. And we started a little gallery wall of collected vintage and antique pieces with a pair of sconces for reading. And there's another view there on the left of that just like cozy little reading spot. You can see we went with a real folksy print, kind of a mossy olive. I think those were, I don't know if they were foxes, but there were different animals in the folk print all over that. And that is a slip cover as well, so it can be taken off to be cleaned. And then just a mix of pillows. We've got fern prints and some leather pillows, some hide pillows, just lots of greens mixed in together there. And then you can also see how much fun we had just starting the art collection in the back. And then what you're seeing on the right here is the little piece of that barn door for our client's little workout space for the Peloton, or the storage space for the Peloton. So that barn door actually can slide all the way open, and it goes just right behind that console. And then again, more storage hidden in the console. And some really, really fun lamps here. We had this vintage Federal mirror, the convex mirror in the back. Again, to us, it kind of went with that early American style. And then we found a light that was made out of a chemistry set. So we thought that was really cool. And the beakers, they can hold plants, and they have really beautiful fern on the property. So it's really a nice little spot for the fern. And then a glass lamp that would not take away too much attention from the really cool chem lab lamp. And giving you some close-ups on some of what was going on there. This is a found turtle shell. This is what we were told. Please don't come for me. This is what we were told. And I think it was a vintage shop. And then you see the amber glass bottle and a photograph of the families. And those are carrot blossoms from my garden. I like to grow carrot blossoms from my old propagated carrot tops, and they're just amazing for photo shoots and for bringing in for arrangements. And they have such height, and I thought they were just perfect in this space. And then over on the right, you just see one more angle of that room with a sofa, and then the hangout space behind it. What you can't really see, and you're seeing a tiny little bit of, is the really cool large black and teak leather chairs that face each other. And they had a little bistro table with them that can change heights. So it could be tall, you could put a laptop on it for writing height, or it could go down low for coffee table height. Really fun little space. All right, and one last look at the before and after. You see that amazing 1980s, 1990s built-in, and then you see our new built-ins right next to it. So cheers, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit like and subscribe. We have so many more of these. We have this whole house. We have tons of houses. I mean, hundreds, if not 1,000 rooms. I'm really trying to count, but lots more. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this tour that went from weird to wow. I kind of want to say wonderful. Weird to wow and wonderful. Cheers, guys. Weird to wow. How do you feel about that? Weird to wow.
I like the alliteration.
Yeah, it's good, right? Lauren made it up. Not me, Lauren. Lauren Bone. All right, should we do this?
Oh, we've been doing it.
I kind of honestly thought so because you looked a little gleeful. Like you looked a little too tickled back there. So please stay around and we'll, oh, that sounds weird. Please don't leave me. Please subscribe. Why do I always gotta make things awkward? Who's this close?